trouble.
Hey, we're your chosen insiders, Chris and Chris, and after our big company move from Weatherford to Midlothian,
I want to explore the sets and I want to understand how they take something inside of a warehouse and make it look like sunlight is coming through or moonlight is coming through.
how on earth do they keep everything looking the same in each of the episodes when they're filming out of order, when they're filming in different locations? Plus, I'm really excited this week to see JTB, John the Baptist. He is back.
An epic week lies before us and we're excited to take it on with you.
The moment we walked in, it didn't look super impressive. It's just a warehouse, and then there's like huge boxes, but each of those boxes was intricately detailed sets.
Whoa!
Oh, this is cool looking. This looks like a synagogue, I would think.
I have a feeling this is a synagogue, and you know there's going to be a special someone who stands right here and speaks to the congregation.
Just poke your head in.
There's the boss right behind you.
Can we go in that set over there?
Yeah.
Okay. I love his confidence.
Who do you think would be in jail this week?
Oh, I
Here.
could think of somebody who's in jail.
I'm pretty sure this isn't a very good jail, because I'm pretty sure I can like get into the jail cell. Oh my gosh, I didn't even need to go through the bars. I could have just walked through the door. Here in this dungeon, we saw a scene with Andrew, a new character, and the return of John the Baptist.
Seeing Andrew and John the Baptist together after all the stuff we went through at the end of the second season, what are they even talking about? So we tried to do an interview with Noah, which he politely declined. He kind of wanted us to experience this scene fresh.
Naturally, we can't have a dungeon without prisoners.
I mean, look how boring it is without people actually in the cells,
Right.
like being tortured.
But it was fun to get to follow the prisoners around as they got dirtied up and ready for prison.
So I saw a whole bunch of prisoners lined up and I thought, just follow them. So I did. They took them straight into all the cells and stuff. Standing in there and seeing the moonlight come through the window, it's like no part of that felt like I was in a box in a warehouse. Then what made it even cooler is they are actually chaining up the background actors.
I mean, literally, if I let it go, it'll pull me down.
Wow.
Yeah, there's some weight on there.
There's this certain reality to it. It's not gonna be that hard for them to act in there, I'll tell you what.
So as you can see behind me, we've got the jail cell window. And then this lighting up here is like a blue light. Basically makes it look like it's nighttime, like the moon is shining through the windows.
The whole 12-hour day was this scene. Ooh, okay, let's go check this out. It's like a little rabbinical school. Like, do you think students sit here on these benches and then right here, the teacher teaches? He's got a little notebook, scrolls. This is definitely a fine Torah room.
A fine Torah room is the heartbeat of a worthy synagogue.
How do you keep track of continuity? How do you keep things looking the same?
As that camera comes around a set, of course, things get moved out of the way.
Right.
And as that camera comes back around, we got to make sure that everything gets put back and the continuity stays. And we also keep the vision of the production designer. Everything is documented with my phone. So I can always quickly go back to my phone and take a look at everything to make sure everything's in its proper place.
So first we saw this with John the Baptist. How do you have moonlight inside of a warehouse go through his cell? And here we have Yusuf's study, and you just see the rays of the sun coming through. And then you come out here and you see it's just that gigantic light shining straight through the window. But it really does give that illusion that we're not in a warehouse, like they're actually filming outside somewhere.
But shooting in a warehouse in downtown Midlothian does have its challenges. Like every car and ambulance that passes by, you can hear. And during one particular emotional scene, there was a little bit of noise.
So I just witnessed a very intriguing scene between Eden, Yusuf, and Dasha. And I was wondering, why is this taking so long? They're all just waiting around. And then I hear Dallas and Adam, assistant director, discussing that there's construction happening outside and it's really noisy and they can't start until that stops. Last I heard, they were gonna head out and ask the construction workers kindly if they would take a break while we can finish this scene.
So with all that going on, there was no better time for the JTB challenge.
Let's make sure we all know the rules. We look our cricket in the eye, give our cricket a name, and we gotta chew it at least 3 times. There's legs coming out of the bag. It really does have a face. It has a face, okay.
All right.
What's yours? Whoa, it must be revealed to me. Let me look at you. Brunhilde. This is Clarence.
Okay,
Bon
cheers.
appetit.
1, 2, 3. Chris, chew it. Chew it. Just take a minute and chew it.
Actually, it tastes not bad. I'm gonna eat Brunhilde's sister.
Oh!
Lisa, second topper.
Chris, are you gonna do a second one?
No, I think that means I win.
Have you ever eaten a cricket before?
I have not. Oh my
Ooh, do you want to
goodness.
trade?
It's kind of hard to touch.
Ew. Jenny, that's the first name that came to mind.
Jenny?
Jenny June.
Jenny June. Tour guide. It's an insect name.
Two,
three.
three. It's so gross. Why aren't you gagging?
No.
I need to eat this honey.
How are you feeling, Chris?
I want to go home. So to get my mind off eating crickets, I decided to talk to Noah about continuity.
You film it all on different days. How do you keep the continuity of your character in your mind?
I think that it's all to do with prep beforehand. Like for this season, we were doing episode 8 and then going to episode 1. And so it's really important to just know what I'm shooting for that entire week. Like let's say I'm doing a scene in episode 1, I'll read everything that sort of leads to that moment and then where it also needs to get to so that I'm sort of firmly in place in time and space because we don't have that shooting out of order.
How do you keep the continuity in terms of makeup?
We take photos either for every episode or for every day, just depending, just to make sure we're consistent. And maybe body makeup, dirt. We got to check nails, make sure women don't have too much makeup on, beards, because also too, guys will come with goatees or mustaches.
Yeah.
And that's not period.
We are here with Dee, who is a script supervisor.
Yes.
Tell us in short, what is that?
The director's having to worry about creative things, that's the right brain, and then there's the practical side of things, that's the left brain. We try to be his left brain. I'm just keeping track of what we're shooting, what we're calling it for the editors so they can find it later. If it's a new day in the script, we don't worry so much.
Okay.
You worry if, for instance, we shoot the exterior somewhere and somebody walks into a building, and then you don't shoot the inside of the building until maybe even a month later.
Right.
So that person's got to look the same coming in as they did a month ago.
So while they are shooting the scene, you literally have the script that you're making sure that they're saying every single line the way that it should be said.
It's like doing a big puzzle, and I'm just making sure the pieces are going to fit later.
Today, you have met Dallas's left brain. It was very cool to see us move from Weatherford, outside in a field, outdoor sets, to a warehouse with some beautifully made temporary indoor sets. And it was very cool to get to experience them and see them, and a lot of fun. Next week, we get to do Kristen's favorite scene.
The Sermon on the Mount, where everything started for me. We're going back to that field, and we are going to be filling in
with some shots that you did not see in the season finale.
That's right. So come with us, and let's experience the Sermon on the Mount again.